That natural high from the breath. Dance and breathe. You can make your dreams come true.
Ladies, get up off your seats. Come on and dance with me.
Come on, family, are you dancing?
Gentlemen, get on your feet. Come on and dance with me. Say the words and I'll summon the band with my hand.
Greetings and love and kindness, family. I'm Karen Khadija Davis-Foulks, the one and only Conscious Self-Healthcare educator and host of the Conscious Self-Healthcare Conversation radio show. Every Wednesday from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Community, this is your time to share your wellness stories and how you move from disease care to conscious self-health care. I want to hear your story. We want to hear from you. Join the conversation each Wednesday. Call in and share how you shift out of chronic disease care stress. Right here on InnerLightRadio.com, the healing frequency. This is Dr. K, and I am looking forward to our conversation. So call in and share. Health is consciousness, and healing is a function of consciousness. Come on, family. It's time to rock the world with the new frontier of conscious self-health care, while I share my wellness story with you right here on InnerLightRadio.com, the healing frequency.
That's right, family. Keep moving. Keep breathing. I know you've been listening to Inner Light Radio all day. Now you got to get up and move. Taking those deep, deep breaths with you. And calling that friend and telling them to tune in. The Conscious Self-Healthcare Hour. Oh, yeah. Movement. The breath of life. Supports the tree of life.
If you're free and you like what you see, dance with me.
Keep on moving. Taking those deep, deep, deep breaths. Come on, family, keep moving. Take a deep breath with me. We're rocking this beat today. Oh, yeah. Ah. Deep, deep. In through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the mouth and out through the mouth. So many, many different breaths to take. Ah, suck in all you can. Then let it out. And move that body. She'll be on that trampoline. Taking those deep breaths. Dancing will make you feel good no matter what you're going through. Oh yeah. 3/13/2019. Thank you for coming to dance with me today. Wow. Guess what, family? Community, 2 weeks in a row. I made it back 2 weeks in a row. Everything seems to be moving all right. Taking that deep, deep breath. It's been a busy week. I had to take a whole lot of breaths again, you know. The body is still doing what it does. But you know what? I'm kind of getting used to it. I kind of like the way I feel. Even when I get into that balloon state, it's so interesting that when I touch something, the right hand feels it through the nerves, the left hand doesn't, you know. No matter what it is, when I touch something, sensitive, not sensitive, it's just amazing. And not having these coats covering my neurons where I can feel things with my nerves. And I'm just really, really blessed and really, really grateful and really, really thankful that I don't have a high level of pain with the nerves doing what they're doing, the way the body is. And I think that is because I am in balance with peace and harmony with myself. I'm not struggling. I'm not fighting. I'm not running around trying to find if this going to work, if that's going to work. I am simply sticking to the basics. And what's the basics? Loving myself even more. Loving the opportunities that are around me, not getting caught up in none of the stuff that I see, all this chaos is going on, talking to my cells, drinking plenty of water, and making sure that I poop as often as I can, as much as I can, and making sure I take those deep, invigorating, healing, nourishing breaths as I talk to my body and talk to my cells and talk to my lymphatic system. And I was thinking this week, I was so grateful when my mom told her, "No, don't take my child's tonsils out at 8 years old. She'll be all right." The beginning of the lymphatic system. Come on now, family. Woo! Gotta thank your mothers that didn't let you go get your tonsils taken out. Yeah! Say thank you, Mom. Thank you, Dad. That's the beginning of my purification system. And I needed those tonsils to help me out. Just like we need those hairs in the nose to help us out. You know, I'm telling you, family and community, the greatest thing you can do right now for yourself and your children is to let them understand anatomy and physiology. We got to understand that. And we can understand better what's going on with this body. How you doing this week? How was your week? Did you take time and breathe your way through everything? No matter what it was, good, bad, or indifference. Always stop and just take a deep cleansing breath. It's so invigorating. You know, I mean, sometimes, you know, things be going on and there's been some things that just keep going on. But I'm here to tell you, it's all for the greater good. It's all for the greater good. So family, community, and friends, I want you to vibrate so high. I want you to vibrate so high. I want you to take those deep, deep breaths. And anybody in your life that is a toxic person, vibrate so high that those toxic people in your life fall back. They fall so far back that they can't even see you. And they looking because they no longer know how to approach you because you look at them and you don't react because you take action, because you pause. Why? Because you are a conscious self-health care educator for yourself. That's what I want to do here with you. I want you to become your own wellness doctor and take control and don't be too quick to give your power away to anybody because everybody is on edge right now. Everybody is going everywhere. They want somebody to come there with them. Don't go there with them. No matter what you see going on in your life, you can't go there with them because you got to remember what is Al saying right here on the Conscious Self-Health Care Conversation Radio Show with your host, Karen Khadijah Davis-Foulks, the one and only Conscious Self-Health Care Educator, saying, how can I help you slay your healthcare fears? That false education accepted as reality, and that false evidence that you get from the doctor, that false evidence appearing real because they want to take your cellular malfunctions and turn it into a disease that needs drugs and needs surgery and just change your whole energy and have you all frustrated. It's been 400 years. Time has changed and all that is over with. With love. Understanding love, the laws of vibrational energy gives love meaning, that word love, more than the love of a relationship. Laws of vibrational energy, because even in that relationship, you got to understand that energy. What drawed you to that person and that energy? What was it? What's keeping you there? Is it them pulling on you, draining on you, or supporting you and lifting you up? Love. Because love is the power that brings my entire life together. Because I flow with the laws of vibrational energy. I put up no stagnation, no blockages to it. It heals, renews, restores, and empowers me with divine energy and light. The light of my life. That photon emission is coming from all my cells that creates that visual effect that people call all kinds of auras and things like that. But we know it creates that big old human body feel. The strongest organ in the body, the heart, permeates that field out, connects to all fields in the vibration of the atmosphere of this time, and aligns itself. I am love in action. You are love in action. I am a master of positive self-expression, and you are a master of positive self-expression. What have you been expressing this week? What have you been holding on to that did not serve you? You know we talk about that. You see it, you look at it, you go through it, and you do what? Poof! Send it up. Send it up in flames if you have to. Let it go. I remember I read a while back, since I was talking about flames, how I think the year I was born, 1957, the government burned tons and tons and tons of quantum information. They didn't want it to get out, and look where we are right now. 2019 is all about quantum health and healing. It's all about you, knowing you, yourself, and a little bit of anatomy and physiology will carry you a long, long way to working with that doctor, not being led by that doctor. And that's the Western medicine doctor, and that's a doctor over there in that field, psychology, psychiatry, and that's the doctor over there and functional medicine, wherever that doctor is. You are that doctor too. You are your own wellness doctor. Just understand how the body works and specialize in your human body. Because they specialize. You got this specialist over there. You got that specialist over there. They ain't talking that specialist right there. And they want to say, no, it wasn't that. It was this. But I'm here to tell you that you know. Because you are your own wellness doctor. You know what time it is. You know what's going on. So take that deep, deep breath. Because we are here to be givers and receivers of love. Of love. Don't build on anybody's anxiety. Send them frequency of love. Don't build on anybody's worry. Send them the frequency of love. Don't build on anybody's sickness. Send them the frequency of love. Tell them to relax and get into the rhythm and the flow of life and feel the vibrations around them. It's guiding them. It's leading them. It's supporting them. It's telling them what they need to do. Woo! So take that deep, deep breath with me and know that you are a giver and you are a receiver of love. So let me tell you something, family, community, and friends. You know how I do it. I build my wellness practice on Thinkonomics. It's a way of thinking that gives you the opportunity to learn the truth about yourself. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your minds. And if you listened in last week, you know how I talked about the statement, be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. And if you was not a part of that live show, you want to go to my YouTube channel, K Davis F, and listen to that show, how I broke out. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. I am most thankful and grateful for Reverend Ike for his teachings. Been a part of my life since I was 8 years old. I'm telling you something. Through these last 5 years, Lord, I've been holding on to those teachings, to those sayings, to those masterful words, and so glad that we are where we are today, that we have the internet with all the information on it, that we can go right to it and read and bring up that information real quick to keep us moving in that positive direction. Through positive self-awareness, the individually, you and me, can change the conditions and circumstances in his, her own life. You see, Reverend Ike I fashioned my conscious healthcare center after the teachings of Reverend Ike. And I say to you, become your own wellness doctor and welcome aboard my friendship train to healthcare freedom. So I told you last week that at the half an hour mark today that we was going to have a special guest joining us. Humam Abdul-Malik, the host of Blackanized Report on Facebook Live. He's my partner, and he's going to be sharing this hour with me so that I won't have no more dead air. Won't be running too many rebroadcast shows as I continue to build my life, share out my work, share my practice, my skills, share my equipment with other holistic practitioners, moving myself back out into the community. So I wanted a partner to help me do this radio show. So I called him my partner and I asked him what he do. So he's going to join me for the last half an hour, act like it's his show, take over, share with you the way that he does it through the Blackanized Report. You know that we share that hashtag in common, Black People's Comedic Boycott Ham. We're going to talk about that a little bit more through his broadcasting right here on innerlightradio.com and my broadcast on innerlightradio.com, because it's time for us to unite, bring our dollars together, stop supporting all these holidays, and build that infrastructure, that Wall Street once again. So take a deep, deep breath. We're going to set up and take a commercial break in a moment, play a song behind it. The doorbell is ringing. Mom is coming in. So I'm going to get him set up through this commercial and through this music. And I'm going to come back and join you. And then I'm going to be turning the mic over to him. So let me say to your family, community, and friends, you know how we do it. Are you ready to activate that Kundalini snake? Wow. A clip from Reverend Ike is going to be coming up also. And then I'll come back live, and then I'll be turning the mic over to Humam Abdul-Malik. So let's take a break and breathe and think about good things. Think on the beautiful things in life.
Do you feel lost? Do you feel out of sync? Could it be that you are experiencing electromagnetic sensitivity? Yes, electromagnetic sensitivity. Could man-made frequencies interfere with cellular activity and melatonin production? We are beings of frequency, light, and information, and you are your own experience. Do not conform any longer to the patterns of man-made mindset of human consciousness. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Schedule your Nest Provision Human Body Field Scan with Dr. K, 202-248-7749. Visit the website forcelllife.com, the number 4, CELLLIFE.com. Have the courage to expand your horizon and reprogram your cellular activities. Call Dr. K for your 15-minute wellness consultation, 202-248-7749.
Oh, let's help one another. All of my sisters and my brothers. Come on, let's help one another. All of my sisters.
To a subject that is very important to particularly the Black and Hispanic minorities. And that subject is, and I'm going to have you repeat it after me, you'll find that I'm purposely repetitious because that's the way the subconscious mind learns. As a matter of fact, I always tell people that's how you became so negative. The world kept repeating negative ideas at you and telling you that, well, because you are black, you can't this. So I'm preaching already. If I weren't in somebody else's church, I'd tell you what my answer always was. The hell I can't. You were born in a certain socio-economic class, and so you're not even supposed to have certain things. And they kept beating us on the head with that until some of us believed it. And of course we know that the Bible says, as a man or as a mind thinks, so is he. So this is my subject that I'm going to have you repeat after me, because I want you to get the most of it since you came out here on a Wednesday night. Here it is. Our self-responsibility to stop the victimization of black and Hispanic males. And the two texts that I'm going to use, one is from Joshua. I'll let you use your concordance to do the homework afterward. But most of you know exactly where it is. Quote it after me, please. My people are destroyed, for the lack of knowledge. That's not the one from Joshua. I believe the next one is. Choose you this day whom you will serve. All right, you may be seated. A few weeks ago, I read an article in the New York Times that I shared with our church uptown and turned into a radio series as well. You'll be interested in this article. August the 10th, 1995, page A14 of the New York Times. And here are some of the things that it says. As a matter of fact, I have a copy of that article, so maybe if you can get on the good side of the secretary before you leave, maybe she'll mimeograph. No, you don't mimeograph now, you see? Telling my age again. Xerox, yes. A copy for you. But here's some of the interesting things that the article says. Listen carefully and prayerfully. Because as I read this to my congregation uptown, we just went into choruses of, we can't let it happen, and you'll see why. Here's one of the things that just struck me. And this is from a new study. By the year 2010, quote, the absolute majority, unquote, of black and Hispanic men between ages 18 and 40 will be in prison or camps. Let's shout, we can't let it happen. I like the sound of that, and it's said with conviction. But ladies and gentlemen,
when you want things to happen in your life, family, community, and friends, you got to say it with conviction. You got to say it with that knowingness. You got to say it with that I am. I am that I am. And correct that in between that is not positive, uplifting, and on the right pathway to where you want to be and knowing who you are. You're tuned into the Conscious Self-Healthcare Conversation Radio Show. And I'm your host, Karen Khadijah Davis-Foulks, the one and only Conscious Self-Healthcare Educator. Wanting to help you become your own wellness doctor. And like I say, there's a lot of things going on. Y'all know I'm moving through this hemorrhagic stroke. And I want to be able to do some more things to support my body, as well as I'm working with Blackanized nonprofit. And I'm working with the Arc of Self-Healing and Self-Help. And I'm ready to get back out into the community. So I went and got myself a co-host. Talked to my partner, the founder of Blackanized Inc., and he does the Blackanized Report on Facebook live every morning, and he is going to be sharing the mic with me today. I'm going to give him the last half an hour of the show to introduce himself, to get familiar with working with the computer and using innerlightradio.com and all that kind of stuff. And I'm really excited to be able to have some support so I can get out and do some other things and keep moving forward. But before I bring him on, we play his commercial to introduce him. I want to invite you to come dance with me, taking those deep, deep breaths this year as we celebrate the individuals that have emancipated from medical mental slavery, enslavement to a non-healthy healthcare pharmaceutical-driven system that promotes the removal of organs for health care and drugs for the daily care of the human body. That time has passed. It's long gone. And we have to be thankful in the United States that the internet is not blocked and so much good information is out there, like from the Health Ranger and other people like that brings you the truth so you can make good, conscious decisions about how to take care of yourself. And don't worry about nobody calling you crazy like they calling me crazy because I ain't doing drugs. I wouldn't do this. I wouldn't do that. And like I say, it's over a year now. I'm moving forward. I'm going to tell you something, family, community, and friends. I really should slap myself because I ain't take no pictures. But if you had seen how huge my leg was, my knees were, and in this year, how much fluid I have lost, still got a long way to go. But I'm feeling so good. I could almost say, damn. Oh, I did. I'm feeling damn good. I'm feeling so good. And I'm so thankful for the information that I have. The knowledge is available to us, that we are not stuck in a time warp of old information anymore, that we can move forward. And that's why I'm thankful that the universe came to me through Bob Marley and say, girl, go ahead and create that day. Emancipate yourself from medical mental slavery, April 30th, and honor these people that's taking care of themselves and knowing how to do it and helping other people. And so that's what we do every April 30th. And then as time went on, because this is the 9th year, I was told to just say, look, we got all these disease care months. We got all of them. We got nothing to honor how we care for ourselves. And so April is Conscious Self-Health Care and Lymphatic Cellular Wellness Month. I want you to spread the word. I want you to spread it far and wide. I want it to reach around the world, that we want to celebrate individuals that have taken back control of their health. We got an award for the honor for a child. We got an honor for a visionary. We got an honor for someone that just taking care of themselves and made that tremendous change. Yes, go to my website, consciousselfcare.com. ConsciousSelfCare.com. Click on those links. Understand about Emancipate Yourself from Medical Mental Slavery Day. And share that information throughout your community. Share with any healthcare practitioner that you know, any functional practitioner that you know, anybody that's in quantum health and healing, holistic healing, alternative healing. They have clients, they have students, they have individuals that have done the miracle work, did something miraculous, and we want to be able to honor them this year for the 9th celebration of Emancipate Yourself from Medical Mental Slavery Day. So again, what do you put with the I am? I ask you today. Say, I am ready to do what? You are ready to do what? What are you ready to do? I'm getting ready to turn my mic over to Brother Humam Abdul Malik. He's going to share with you the information that he likes to share with the public. It could take you from A, it could take you to Z, it could bring you back to B. But it's all about being yourself. He says, we are not our own enemy. We must heal and deal with self-love. We are not our own enemy. Think about that. Take that deep, deep breath. We must heal and deal with self-love. And then we would definitely give that love out. Family, community, and partnership. So this is now a partnership. So I'm going to have Jamal play Brothers Who Moms commercial, introduction promo, which he will be actually taking over for me every third and fourth Wednesday Definitely. But if I have something to do, you may hear him first, second, the third, and the fourth Wednesday of each month. So again, family, thank you for tuning in, sharing with me today. I'm about to turn the mic over to Brother Humam Abdul Malik, and I want you to still take those deep, 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 deep Kundalini breaths and know that everything is in pure alignment. So Brother Jamal, can we run that commercial, and then I can, you'll be hearing the next voice you will be hearing will be that of Humam Abdul Malik.
This is Blackanized Report with your host, Humam Abdul Malik in Living Color. The motivator and stimulator of black global affairs is uniting black people around the world with the hashtag Black People Comedic Boycott, HAM. One love, one community, living in unity, sharing our resources, businesses, events, programs, and black entrepreneurship opportunities. Where we stop celebrating all European holidays, religions, and embrace the principles of Kwanzaa and black history every day. Visit my website at www.blackanized.weebly.com. That's BLACKANIZED, Blackanized. And let us all develop our divine mind on the pathway of our ancestors in this day and time. You heard it. That's right. You heard it. You heard who I am and what I represent. I represent us as a people, manifested by divine decree by our Creator to see the divine energy that we're blessed with. But first we got to understand that we got to go into the temple. I ain't talking about the church, the masjid, or the synagogue. I'm talking about the vehicle that holds and take our spirit on a spiritual ride that we are on in this dimension and realm. I'm talking about us being divine people of melanin, of carbon. You know, they say 666 is the Antichrist. No, but that's this trick and a trap that they clog our mind and put shields over our eyes and our understanding so that we can't understand the universe and be well versed in how we can come and be profoundly controlling of the universe like the people that control it now. See, now we got to come and be who we got to be as black people. We are the original people upon the planet. And like my sisters say, you got to emancipate yourself on all levels. It's like the the medical industrial complex, the academic industrial complex, the prison industrial complex, and all those things give us a perplexion of deception that they through social engineering and social narcotics. I mean, social narcotics, that's a quote I got from my man, Bama, Ghetto of the Mind. See, I don't steal nobody quotes because I'm the original. I even like the last pause. If I say something that they say, I'm going to tell you that I said it. You know, like they say, True Blues ain't no new news about who's been abused, because we've been abused all our lives since we've been in here, because we send our children, we send our family, we send everybody, generation after generation, through their indoctrination. That's why we got to establish our own schools so that we can become under the foolishship that they present in our psychic. And let me go back and talk about the temple now. You know, the temple is plain and simple. The temple that's on the side of your head. If you go in the temple, if you're in the street or in society, what you do? You go in there to worship the Creator, right? So it's plain and simple according to our ancestors. In the annals of our ancestors, it lets us know that we are the original people, and that all we have to do is tap into ourselves, because our ancestors said to know thyself. And see, by I'm saying that, and that saying that truth is etched in stone. You know where that come from. That come from us. All around the world, you see stones of us. And they, like the Amaleks in South America, big old heads, they try to say that they look like monkeys. How do it look like monkeys where they got a nose and lips and the heads and everything? Just like us. to represent us, that left the information and evidence that we've been here. I'm talking about in our lineage, in our ancestral prolific originality of being here by divine degree before everybody else, and everybody else come from us. We have to see this, and we got to know that. That's why we have to understand. I ain't talking about understanding or overstanding. I'm talking about understanding, like where the DNA comes from, within our souls and spirits. See, the body is just the vehicle and the house for our spirit, the energy of the Creator, the Lord, and our ancestors, because it's all in our essence. The blessing is of the knowing and knowledge of who we are in the DNA. See, the DNA is like a spiral in time. It'll come sometime, and then it may captivate or captivate. I said captivate you in your mind, where your diamonds and golds and silver is, the minerals. And I was saying, like, the Antichrist they talk about, 666. No, it ain't that. They do want us to keep it away from everything that's black. I'm saying Blackanized. When I say Blackanized, I'm talking about us realizing who we are as the original people. And so, according to the 666, it ain't nothing but protons, neutrons, and electrons. But they don't want us to know that. They want us to be like, I ain't going to say the word Uncle Tom's. I just say Negro pants. Those of us who sell our soul, we can't do that. We got to be bold enough to stand up and deal with truth to power, wherever we at. I'm talking about, as I said in my beginnings, that we have to do a boycott worldwide against all racism. You know, I started a boycott back in July. I talked about not only the boycott, because Kaepernick took a stand, where he took a knee, and then look what he got. Well, he got paid later on, but to try to stop his whole livelihood like they did Muhammad Ali. Both of them was victorious, and I'm so glad for this young brother who took a stand. And then we got all these, so-called, I call them Negro pants. They said he did wrong. Just like they attacked Bill Cosby and said he did wrong. I don't sanction what he did if he did something wrong, but how could he do something wrong when it was 30 years ago? You know what I'm saying? I got to take me a little relaxing breath of air right now so I can slow down. And, I've got to be the master of the circus and not the clown. And I don't want to sound like no clown. I want to continue to get down for the red, black, and brown. And if you got a spirit like John Brown, I'm with you too, brother. Or Jane Brown, my sister. See, like I said, I'm not a racist. I'm a race man. See, I'm under the politics of people like Myron Barr, the mayor for life in D.C., happen to be where I'm from. I'm a cold-blooded Washingtonian, but I'm a worldwide citizen. I've been to Africa twice. I've been on Hajj once. So I had a spiritual and a culture journey in my life. And then I'll talk about the other things that happened to me spiritually by divine decree in my next broadcast. I just want to, not move too fast. And I like I said, I got to slow down. I got to take a breath. Like my sister always say, it's the breath of life that we are given by our divine right. And see, that's what my focus is on, us coming together, unifying, so we can stop the dying in our community. I'm saying with our young youth, they've been socially engineered to become predators, but they're really young warriors in our communities. They are the ones, the real guardians and protectors of the ones under them, the children in our community and the elders in our community. And we, that the ones a little above them, we got to be those warriors, the elder warriors, to lead and guide, so we don't deal with the self-destruction that we've been going through for so many years, generation after generation. And we got to stop it. We got to stop it. We got to overcome that. And we got to ask our young warriors, we got to see, people try to do what? They give them programs, to give them jobs and all that. I'm going to give you a for instance. Just like the other day I seen on Facebook, because Facebook is really my news. I don't look at the propaganda. The propaganda to me, that's how I always looked at it. But then they came up with this thing, fake news. They do all kinds of things when they want to twist. And, just like they did 9/11. Talking about the Muslims did it, when I see all the evidence saying the Mossad and the CIA. And I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm a conspiracy realist. I know the history of this country. It ain't no mystery to me, the racism and all the things that they talk about throughout captivity of the, 400 years, 4-something years that we was in captivity in this country. But still in the country, they don't tell you about what we did as Maroons, as Seminoles, and all the Cherokees and all those type of tribes, even though we had indentured servant of ourselves. But we went against the racism that the European tried to indoctrinate us with and just keep us in that, in that hole that they dug. Now, they want us to be in a hole that they dug and we be mentally dead. But see, we're not. We're mentally free and we can see. And I'm going to get ready in a moment. I'm going to talk about a lot of things. But I got to take a commercial break in about 5 minutes. So in that 5-minute time, I'm going to try to enter your mind in a divine way because I am a spiritual warrior, a mystical warrior priest, king, and a mystic griot. I mean, I'm anointed in the light of Christ because Christ ain't but nothing but a title. They say as a man thinketh, so is he. So who am I? I could say I'm Jesus and I'm black, but that won't be a fact. See, I can't deal with fallacies. I got to deal with the truth. So therefore, I got to go back to the ancient future. And I got to talk about Asar, Set, Heru. See, everybody that came into ancient Kemet, especially the Greeks first and then the Romans behind them. And then they set up their religion by fragilizing and stealing our information. So they head to Jesus with the J didn't come out to the 15 or 1600s. But I know for a fact, because my ancestors told me so. When I go to sleep, my creator let me be in a still state of mind, just like death. But he takes me on astral travels. I go to light years away and come back. But before that fact, I be stopping in nocturnal gardens and I be hearing the voices of my ancestors to give me choices in life to become a better spiritual warrior. So that's who I am. That's what I represent. I represent my people, and I love my people all over the globe. I don't care where you're at on the globe, just like when we was in Australia, what they did to the Twa people. That's what they was in Africa, the Twa people. You know why they practice St. Patrick's Day? Because they slayed them. They slayed the young and the small, the short Twa people, call them pig meat. They was the original people, from Lucy. Lucy was 1 million years ago, but they want us to keep us confined in the time that ain't divine of 2019 years. When it took about what? They say 800,000 years to build the Sphinx or the pyramids and all that. See, they don't want to go in that time and tell us how divine we are because they know who we are and where we come from. Star Childs, Indigo. Yeah, that's right. Avatars. We everything divine. I think we getting ready to go into we connected with the hashtag Black People's Comedic. I say it again, we're connected, or you can connect with me or the hashtag on Facebook. Hashtag Black People's Comedic Boycott Ham. And I tell you, we're doing this boycott against racism around the globe. And also we're going to do that on the same hashtag and talk about how we deal with black on black into entrepreneurship, how we spend our money amongst ourselves. And so we pool our money so that we can control what we look at and what we listen to. Just like right now, how we're listening to this broadcast of InnerLightRadio.com. Now, this is a people's radio for the healing frequency. And that's what I'm telling you, and that's what I feel. And I'm glad my sister has brought me on. I feel so good being a global conglomerate and connection and unification of this free black nation. And now I'm getting ready to give the earphones back to my sisters in a moment because I got to go into this commercial. And so with that, I'm going to give it back to my sister, my lovely sister. And this is who Mom, Abdul Malik, once again, of Blackanized Incorporated. That's right. Here we go. You hear me now? You hear the music? Yeah, you hear that music?
Is it time for a new approach to your health care? Are you ready to leave the dark ages of disease care management and pharmaceuticals? If your answer is yes, get ready to relearn, rethink, and rewrite your personal health care prescription plan with Dr. K. She is a certified anthologist and Nest healthcare provider, sharing the new science of information as medicine and cellular ecology. Did you know that the field of epigenetics states that you are more than just your genes, and those genes do not control your biology? Yes, that's correct. Schedule a Skype, phone, or office visit with Dr. K and get on board the friendship train to healthcare freedom. 202-248-7749. That's 202-248-7749. Visit us on the web for celllife.com. The number 4, the words cell, CELLLIFE.com.
Taking those deep, deep, deep Kundalini breaths. Take that breath. You just been on a whirlwind conversation with Brother Kumar Abdul Malik with his high energy vibration. He's going to be coming to you live every 3rd and 4th Wednesday right here on InnerLightRadio.com, the healing frequency. He's going to be a part of the Conscious Self Healthcare Conversation radio show, doing it his way. You'll be able to call in and share with him. You know how I cut that off. But I may open up those lines again because I'll be following him. He had a lot of information to share. He got his following on Facebook, and they're going to be joining in, and they're going to be calling in. And I'm excited to have a co-host with me, sharing the information. And just maybe he might run some of my commercials during his time on the broadcast show. He might mention to you about how he has cared for himself over the years of his life, being the 2018 recipient of the Hadari Abdul Ali Conscious Self Healthcare Award of the Year. Like I say, we celebrate. We celebrate individuals that take control of their health, take control of their life, that's not caught up in a man-made mindset of human consciousness. Yeah, can think beyond this information that they're trying to blind our eyes with, trying to kill our soul with, trying to take over our being with. We are not going to become ITs. We are not artificial intelligence. We are the intelligence. And as black people around the world, we're going to connect with that hashtag, Black People's Comedic Boycott Ham. You can go to the website of blackanized.weebly.com and learn more information about it. You can join the group on Facebook and share with us, Black People's Comedic Boycott Ham, and share with us what you're doing around the world to unite. It's time to bring those dollars in our community, support one another. I just saw on a post recently from this Japanese businessman talking about how IT is going to be taking over so many positions. It's going to knock a class of people out of work. And we got to be ready for that. There are so many things that we can do that we got to wake up. Like he said, the whole industry, medical complex, we're talking about financial complex, we're talking about it all. And we're talking about uniting together around the world, black people coming together, supporting one another, and helping us through the changes that's getting ready to take place. So I want to thank you, family, community, and friends, the listening audience of Inner Light Radio. Brother Jamal, I want to thank him for having this airway for us to speak on. I'm glad to be a part of the Inner Light family for the past if it's been 9 years of doing Emancipate Yourself from Medical Mental Slavery Day, I think I must be on Interlight Radio for going on 7 years now. And I'm grateful that he's here and allowing us to share the truth, sharing the truth of information. And never know what topic Brother Humam is going to be sharing with you, but he's going to be real. So once again, take those deep, deep breaths through the week. I want to thank you so very much for tuning in to me. I'll be on every first and second Wednesday of the month, and he'll be joining you on the third and fourth if you don't take over from me. Because, like I say, we got a lot we're doing with Blackanized, working with our youth. He's a chess master. He's been teaching our chess to our kids in Washington, D.C., Maryland, and Virginia, and we get ready to expand that even wider because it's important, because chess teaches the skills of life. And so I'm going to let Brother Humam close out my show for me today. And I want to thank Interlight Radio, the listeners, and everyone. Spread the word that April is Conscious Self Healthcare and Lymphatic Cellular Wellness Month. Stop walking around dreading life and feeling like you can't get well because you can't. I'm going to tell you straight up, stop those pharmaceuticals and your body will shift and make the change, and trust and believe in yourself, knowing that the body will have cellular malfunctions, but you can correct them. So I'm going to turn the mic over to Brother Humam. He's going to end the show, and Jamal can just come in with that music if he keeps going on and on until he get the rhythm of how to do this on live radio. Brother Humam Abdul Malik, once again.
I want to thank you, my sister. I want to thank Brother Jamal. I want to thank the family of Interlight Radio, the frequency. Woo! Lord have mercy. You know, I feel so good today. I feel almost equivalent to the way I felt on Sunday. I mean, I was so energetically high on Sunday, I couldn't even define it. I'm telling you. And like this morning, right, I stayed up all night and stuff like that. I was doing my broadcast live. It was almost like I was doing a comedy show. You know why? Because somebody not called in, but said, because they was looking in on me. And they said, man, it looked like you on drugs. It looked like you nodding. And then I was looking at it, I say, man, look at you scratching and all that. But I wasn't high because I'm always spiritually high. I've been high spiritually since 1985, since I stopped smoking, drinking, and all the drug taking. And so when you see me, when you look at that rendition of my Facebook Live, don't think I'm on drugs, because I ain't going to betray the people, because I got to be fit spiritually, physically, and mentally in this war that we're going through, this silent war, this spiritual war, this economical war, this social war. Why you think I got on the herd tug me train with Sister Khadija Kern Davis-Foulks? Why did you think I did that? Because she said, I can't help you, but I can help you help yourself. And I looked at her like, man, what are you talking about? And I'm going to tell you this little secret about her, how I got to where I am. She said, you don't know who you are. Because I was very religious at the time, practicing a certain religion. And I knew sort of what she was talking about, but it took me some time to get my mind functioning on a divine level. And when it did, I say thank you, because you was telling me this all the time. Now I'm in a divine essence of being a blessing to not only myself, my family, and my community, because I'll tell you another secret. I'm the commissioner, neighborhood advisor of ABO6 in Southeast Washington, D.C. And see, I can't, bite my tongue, or just because I be in a political arena, don't mean I practice tricks, because I'm not a magician. I am a revolutionary activist from the, what can I say? I'm in the lower regions of the vanguard. I'm in the abyss of the concrete jungle. But I'll take all the risks to lift up my people in the mix of divine essence. I got to deal with the divine essence and the spiritual format of my ancestors, on the pathway of my ancestors in African spirituality. And that's my reality. It's our reality that we must focus on and we must adhere to, because that's who we are. We are shining stars We're the melanated people on this planet Earth in the combinated way. And we can't die, only we can, our bodies dissipate. So we don't have to fear death. We have to deal and build on life and deal with that black infrastructure once again, where black Wall Street existed. Okay, and I just want to say, this is Blackanized Report with your host, Humam Abdul Malik, in living color, the motivator, stimulator of black global affairs, and uniting black people around the world with the hashtag Black People Comedics, Boycott Ham. One love, one community, living in unity, sharing our resources, business, events, programs, and black entrepreneurship opportunities. While we stop celebrating all European holidays, religions, and embrace the principles of Kwanzaa and black history every day. Visit my website, www.blackanized.weebly.com. And I want you to know it's BLACKANIZED, Blackanized. And say it strong because it's going to make you realize. And let us all develop our divine mind on the pathway of our ancestor in this day and time. So we got to be on time. And I'll see you next week with the same enthusiasm, the same power that is manifested in me by the Creator and my ancestors and the animals and the laws of all that. And I love y'all strong, man. I love my people because my people is love. And so with that, yeah, you got it. You hear that music. You hear it, don't you? Yeah.
Next week.
Yeah. Be together, man. Self-love.
Wow, family, that was a great show. I want to thank you so very much for tuning in to the Conscious Self Healthcare Conversation Radio Show right here on NLI Radio. It was a pleasure having you tuning in. Now, you must tell a friend to tune in. And if you haven't called in and shared your wellness story, don't you think it's time that you help somebody with your wellness story? Call in, share your story, join the conversation. I'm Karen Khadijah Davis-Foulks, and I invite you to visit my website, ConsciousSelfCare.com. Or you can just go to the number 4, the word CELLLIFE.com. Leave me some information. I would love to talk with you. And once again, I look forward to you joining us next Wednesday right here on the Conscious Self Healthcare Radio Show. It's a conversation where we uplift each other, where we share our wellness stories so we can help someone move from disease care to conscious self-health care. Thank you for tuning in. I look forward to hearing from you next Wednesday.